The deeper states of introversion are you leave the sense world behind. The sense world disappears. Would you care to speak about what happens as you go deeper inwards?
Now, there are two ways. When you go deep within, we can enter into the world of, let us say, nirvana, where there is no thought, extinction of thought completely. There is no dance of nature. Nature is all the time dancing here, there. Sometimes you don't like the dance, sometimes you do like. All the time movement, activity, we call it nature's dance. So now when you go deep within, there is one way. There, we don't see the activity, motion. Everything is ceased. It is all calm and quiet, tranquility. Now, if one wants, one can do so. But again, some people like both. In the sense world, let us activity. They want both the silence aspect and the sound aspect. Let us say in the West we are inclined to pay more attention to the sound aspect of life. And in the East, say down the sweep of centuries, we give more importance to the silence aspect. But we give, but now again in the East also there is always war they're threatening, war is threatening. There is no such thing as East and West now. But if you put mind and heart, it solves our problem. Mind still wants superiority. I have to be one step ahead of you. Then it is peace. Peace means I have to be one step ahead of you. If you walk with me side by side, no peace. I have to lord it over you. As long as I am the boss and you are the slave, then there is peace. But I will keep you as my slave, but whatever you want, I will give you. But you have to know that you are my slave. Then there is peace. You want money, I will give you. You want this, that, I will give you. But you have to be one step behind me. Then only mind is happy. The heart will say, no, I will carry you here inside my heart. If I turn this side, you will go with me. If I turn that side, you will go with me. Wherever I go, I will carry you in the very depths of my heart. So this is not the right attitude. The other attitude is that I have to be a little ahead of you, then peace. But the heart said, no, I will have peace only if I feel your presence inside my heart. And you also will be if I feel your presence. Otherwise, why? Why should I be one step behind you and make myself feel that I have the same joy? I will be in the depths of your heart, you be in the depths of my heart. Then we will get joy. So, to come back to your question, when there is activity, it is activity, the sense we are observing with our senses. Now, we can be happy with what is happening when we are drawing on the strength of our sense perceptions, we are drawing the world, we can be unhappy. And if you go inside and there is no activity there, it is all silent. But now the question comes whether we need both or not. Sometimes we see a peaceful ocean and we are very happy. Again, sometimes we see some waves, surges in the sea. We are happy at one. We are getting joy. So life has to be composed of both realities. Now it is up to us what we want at what time. This moment when it is night, I go to sleep, I take rest. And when the time comes, when the day breaks, I have to come out of my room and work. I have to do things. So here sound life and silence life must go together. There should be balance. So when you are in the inner world, it is, let us say, it is a world of silence. When in the outer world, it is a world of sound. They have to be put together, and they have to be, well, we have to adjust all. It is evening, it is night, we have to take rest, and it is day, you have to work. Silence and sound, we have to go to, we have to accept together. So with the sense world, we are accepting this, with the sense, so without senses we are accepting the sound world, and then when you meditate, dive deep within, we accept the inner world of silence. They must go together. So the meditative consciousness I was able to lift. If I am cutting jaws, I would be lifting. In my highest consciousness, when I lifted 7,000 pounds, at that time I was in my highest, deepest consciousness. Otherwise, will I dare to be under 7,000 pounds? Will I dare to do anything like that? Only because I was in a very high state of consciousness, and I felt my implicit oneness with this enormous weight. That weight, I went there. Otherwise, will I ever dare? If right now with my mind, if I think of 7,000, and my mind will be crushed, I'll be a fool, worst possible fool to be under 7,000 pound weight. So because of my meditative consciousness, when I went into my into my meditation, I felt my implicit oneness with this weight. That weight I did not at that time feel as 7,000. I felt that weight is something, a friend of mine, and I want to lift a friend of mine, and my friend says, all that if here is a friend of mine, and if I want to lift my friends, if you want to get joy by lifting me, then do it. I'm there. So then, everything that we do to inspire people, when you do something, we have to prepare ourselves first with inspiration and aspiration. I have written so many books. It is all based on inspiration and aspiration. It is each thought, each idea comes from another world. Now we can, if we make friends with them, if you are my friend, then I immediately open my door. If you are not my friend, then you will not allow me to have an access. So when I do something, I try to establish my feeling of oneness, whether it is weight or poetry or music or painting, anything that I do, I try to establish my friendship. Let us put the correct word, oneness. If I am one with you, then if I ask you to do me a favor, how will you prevent, how will you not listen to me? Because of my friendship I am asking, and because of your friendship, you are agreeing to listen to me. So the same thing, anything that we see on a higher scale, enormous scale, I must say it is all based on